That gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly. They been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
And their own 21-yard line.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they run the option on 2nd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. A little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This will work quite well on that play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. On second and goal, here's the option. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow steps away, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Now Cook. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The 20. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
They'll run with Cook. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. They run, Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
throw. Eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out.
The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go deep for Conley. This is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play. Big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Buying time to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Burrow will throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross for 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a run with Cook. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Ball carrier.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now the Bengals on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the score.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Bengals 27, Vikings 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Gain of 14.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. The quarterback will keep it himself. They get this out left, and he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the two-point try will be unsuccessful.
Vikings 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
2nd and 14. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
2nd and 9 at the Vikings 43-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
That's good.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Bengals 41.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now Burrow on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At the 49-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
And 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. We often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Second and 2. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll run for it with Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Second and goal.
Check 26, check 26. 55 is mine, guys, 55. I'm coming for you, son.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings were able to cut into that deficit. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a road to the bed until we all up in buckets. Getting footsteps coming, cause we coming.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 33 yards that time. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
59 mark, 59 mark, check, 59. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
27.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Sliding out of the pocket. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
At the 15-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Let's go. 59 mark, 59 mark. Go straight. 59. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike's 59.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. From 4 yards out. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Well, set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. That one goes for 24 yards.
16-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Check 24, check 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Cardinal.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on out here. Come get some.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached real.
And he's into the clear. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
The 3rd down as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house. and now you're looking at each other and wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, 59.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
11 at the 2-yard line.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they've got it very deep in enemy territory. It's inside the 5 at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Minnesota.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 11 now.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. 50 seconds.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Tonight.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, we did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it.